Alright, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a couple of tips and or tricks that you can use to win more gunfights, face-to-face gunfights, and hit better quick scopes in Call of Duty Mobile. Now, I'm going to put some gameplay in the back of a 31 kill search and destroy clutch that I did against a squad of sweaties when I was squatted up with some bots, but I still managed to ended up clutching it out. So you guys can see how I take gunfights and how I'm able to clear multiple people at once. One of the first things that I do when it comes to fighting with like an AR or a submachine gun is you always have to stay moving. Like either you're jumping, sliding, crouching, drop shotting. If you don't know what a drop shot is, it's basically when you go prone while you're shooting, which means you lay all the way down. That is a very useful skill to learn. Always stay moving when you're in a gunfight. Even when you're using a sniper and you're quick scoping, always have some sort of ledge by you, so when you lean out to take your quick scope, if you miss, you can quickly go back into your ledge. And just always keep some sort of cover near you. And if you know that you're taking too much damage, then simply just slide out of there. Like turn around, just full sprint, slide around a corner or anything you can to just avoid taking any more damage, and just heal up. Let yourself heal up. Give yourself the time to heal up.
The bomb has been planted.
Another thing when it comes to fighting multiple people at once is you always have to be moving. Like I said earlier, because when you're having multiple people shoot at you and you're only able to direct one line of fire out to multiple people, you're gonna have to make it so those people who are shooting at you cannot hit as much shots. So accuracy and movement are two key factors in fighting multiple people at once and coming out of the gunfight with a win. Now, you won't always make it out. Maybe the people you're fighting against might have better accuracy than you. They might just all be really good and just hit everything on you. But in these instances that do occur, like this game has not really been out for that long, but some people are already getting pretty good at it. But you will be able to win a lot more fights if you're sliding, crouching, jumping, moving around, moving left and right while you're also directing fire out. And if you're super accurate with your shots, you'll probably be able to come out of that gunfight. So, like in this clip here, I peeked out of the door so I wouldn't take any more fire. I jumped out of the door and then reconnected because I knew that guy was going to come back out. I thought this guy was going to come out. He baited me a lot. The bomb was only at 3 seconds. I knew I wasn't going to be able to defuse it, so I just pushed in. But my accuracy, I couldn't, hit him. My other two teammates, as you can see, were standing right there. They were nowhere to be found in that clip. I was just casually fighting 5 people while my teammates were just playing rock, paper, scissors in the corner. But another tip you can use for gunfights is like here, right here, that ledge that I tried to peek behind, you can easily get wall banged through that. Always when you're trying to, when you peek behind a ledge, make sure that that ledge is pretty thick and you can't get hit hard through it. And because if you can get hit hard through it, then most likely if you're already weak, then you're most likely just gonna get wall banged and die. So always know which ledges you can get shot through and which ones you won't get shot through. Now, another tip you can use is this one doesn't really have to do with practice, but if you first got the game, it gives you some coins. It gives you like 5,000 COD points, I think. If you still have about 800 of those, head to the store, purchase yourself the MSMC. It is the weapon that I'm using in this gun. I'm not even gonna cut that out. It is the weapon that I'm using in this whole game. The MSMC. It is extremely good. I call it the best gun in the game. I believe it's the best gun in the game. I win lots of gunfights. I'm usually coming out of gunfights with the win usually. So this is definitely what you want to put your money to. If you don't have any more COD points, however, then
Time's almost up.
you unlock the gun at level 45, and that's what I had to do because I wasted all my COD points because I didn't understand how valuable they were, but they are extremely valuable because it is hard to get more.
You're the last
So
one. Complete the
the
mission.
MSMC, it's definitely a gun you'd want to invest in. It is really good.
Recon ready for
The
deployment.
only downsides to it is there's not much accuracy, so you can only really fight with it at close range, and
Nice work.
you have to have either extended mag, scavenger, or fast mag on it. I usually use extended mag and scavenger, the perk, so I can replenish my ammo because this gun shreds ammo because of the fire rate. It's pretty high. Now in this clip, this was when I had to fight like everyone. It was me against all of them, and then I got
All up to you
clapped.
now. Finish the mission.
In that instance right there, that was just like I was just being shot at from too many directions. I probably wouldn't have made it out of that anyway. But like I said, if you're getting shot at by lots of people, then what you want to do is pull out your knife, full sprint back, slide, jump, just don't get hit. Since most people are playing that are in the US or any other place that's not Australia are playing with the VPN, the ping might not be super good, so sometimes I die anyway even though I'm like already around a corner,
Complete the mission.
and that like makes me mad as well. But you know, like right here. So I'm trying to like keep moving. I'm backing up because I don't want to be in the middle of them crowded up. Sometimes what I do is I'll see someone and I'll let them see me, but I'll act like I don't see them, and I'll keep going on and I'll make them like chase after me because they saw me, and I'll act like I didn't see them. So what they'll do is they'll come after me and chase me, and then I'll walk through a door or something, and then I'll turn around and wait for them to walk through. Easy kills. Like, you have to know how to read your opponent and know what they're gonna do. That will also cause you to come out of more gunfights
UAV recon
with the big
standing
old
by.
W.
UAV recon is standing by. UAV
mainly,
online.
You have to have good IQ, accuracy. You
Bomb
gotta know
acquired.
how to move. You guys should take the time to learn how to drop shoot or drop shot, whatever you want to call it, where you
Time's almost
can
up.
go fully prone. That right there is almost impossible to learn how to track, especially with new players who are just starting the game. That is like a super tough thing to track. Even I can't really track it, but no one really does it because no one really
The bomb has been planted.
takes the time to put in to learn it. So if you're watching this right now and you're always losing your gunfights, you're getting beamed out of your mind, all these kids are always beating you, learn how to go prone while you're shooting. You might want to put your crouch button maybe on the left side, use a little 3-finger claw or whatever. Just mold your
Destroy
head
the objective.
to
You
a
got the bomb.
perfect way that you can drop shot. I promise you it will be amazing for you, especially if you have the MSMC or any other good gun. And then now I'll talk about snipers. So with snipers, like I talked about earlier, you want to have a ledge by you, because as long as you can peek behind that ledge, you shouldn't take too much damage. Most times, the only time I lose a sniper fight is when I am just in an open space and there's an opponent in front of me and I have nothing to run to, nothing to slide behind or anything, and either I'll miss my quick scope or I will hit marker my quick scope and they will kill me. So when you're sniping, you always want to either have your knife ready to knife or just simply be around any cover you can get yourself behind.
Nice work. Get ready
Now
for the next
me,
round.
my sniper loadout, I have a pistol as my secondary weapon that I unlocked from just leveling up.
The objectives.
So I
The
think
enemy
that's
has the bomb.
very useful to have in cases where there's lots of people and we're all close range. I can't really hit some insane snipes. So also, I talked about this before with people that I play with and on Twitter, that snipers, or the sniper that I use, like the main one you get when you first start playing, it hits lots and lots of hit markers. Like, you will get so much hit markers with that. So if you want to get more one shots, then someone suggested to me on Twitter, it's pretty much common sense, but learn how to, aim more like above the shoulders or neck. You'll get less hit markers, and I've been learning it lately, and it's pretty much paying off. Another thing for SMGs, if you're using one, instead of ADSing it, if it has a high fire rate, you might want to spray it. Just go into settings and go into control, and you should find it right there.
Just another day.
And yeah,
Good job.
that's pretty much all the tips that I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.